Welcome back to Andalusia for event 11 of 29 on the HotelPlanner Tour schedule, the Challenge de Cadiz. A region with so much to offer, including some of the best golfing destinations. And that's where our focus is this week, with the Iberostar Real Golf Novo Sancti Petri playing host. And at the midway mark of the tournament, it was Queen Vidal who was leading the way, ahead of Ouyang Guiamungi. With 5 Spanish players in the top 10, it was looking good for the first homegrown winner of the event since Pep Angles in 2020. For moving day developments in Andalusia, let's head over to Josh Antman for the best of the action.
Leader after days 1 and 2, Quinn Vidal found himself in trouble early on Saturday. A lost ball up the tree for the Spaniard would lead to a double bogey 7 on the par 5 second hole, a moment he wouldn't recover from as he posted a 5 over 77, which included 3 double bogeys. Fellow Spaniard Victor Pastor was having a much better day than Vidal in Cadiz. He had birdies on 2, 3 and 4 and made it 4 in a row after this approach into the par 4 5th hole. Top 15 3 weeks ago at the Challenge de España and going along well again here. Ouyang Guiamungi started the day in second place on his own, but a bogey on the first hole set him back. However, he came back with this birdie on the 4th. Just 20 years old, Guiamungi, looking to follow in the footsteps of Martin Coover, who's doing so well on the DP World Tour after graduating. Mario Galeano Aguilar was having a fantastic week in Cadiz. This approach at the 5th would lead to his 3rd birdie of the day. He would card a round of 70 to be just 3 back with 18 holes to play. Basking in the Spanish sunshine, and so too was Sweden's Hugo Townsend. He was having a fine day on the course, hitting some form with the top 20 last week in Denmark, and he continued that here. Decent shot there into 11, and it would be a bogey-free 66 and a tie for second heading into Sunday. South African Justin Walters, for years on the DP World Tour, was enjoying his time in Spain. Lovely bunker shot there. Out in 31 on Saturday, and he did pick up another one there. A 67 for Walters, looking to fight his way back onto the DP World Tour. There were plenty of Spaniards going well in Cadiz, none more so than Rocco Repetto Taylor, a relative unknown on the HotelPlanner Tour. It's a real mixed bag for the first 3 days, but plenty of birdies. One coming here at 9, be a 69 for Repetto Taylor and a share of second with 1 round to play. Big hitting Josh Grenville Wood hadn't had a top 25 all season, but found something in Cadiz. Showed he had a touch on the green too. This birdie at 15 led to a 71. Good comeback after an over-par round on Thursday. But they were all chasing Victor Pastor. 8 birdies on Saturday, but this was a crucial par save on the last. He would sign for a 66 and a 2-shot lead, looking for his first HotelPlanner Tour title.
I was pretty confident with my game. I've been hitting really good all week, putting really solid. So it was just play goal, try to do my best. That's it.
So Victor Pastor would take a 2-shot lead into the final round as he looked to capture his first HotelPlanner Tour title. But with just 5 shots covering the top 20 players, there was still a long way to go. Now to the business end, and to see how the final day of the Challenge de Cadiz would unfold, it's time once again to hand over to Josh Antman.
Guiamungi started the day in a share of second spot. He made this putt on the 3rd, but it was a tough day for the Frenchman. 7 bogeys led to a 77 and a finish just outside the top 20. American Nick Carlson had a good couple of results early in the season, but not lots to shout about since. But the man from Hamilton, Michigan had a very consistent week in Spain. This on 11 led to one of 4 birdies on the day, and it will be a top 5 finish for Carlson. Quiet first 2 days for Northern Ireland's Dermot McElroy. He finished strong over the weekend. He matched Saturday 67 with another on Sunday. Lovely touch there at 11. His best result this season and good signs for the week ahead. What news of the overnight leader? Well, it was a quiet day for Pastor. 1 birdie and 1 bogey when he got to the 8th, but rolled that one in there and put him in the red on the day. And at this point, a 1-shot lead for the Spaniard. Playing in the final group with Pastor was fellow compatriot Repetto Taylor, out in 1 under, which included a bogey-eagle bogey start from the first, but he really got things going. On the back 9, this pickup on 11 was a sign of things to come. Home crowds would have been pleased with the wave of Spaniards on the leaderboard. Carlos Pigem got in on the action on Sunday. This lovely shot into 14 led to a birdie, and it was his 5th in a run of 7 holes and a top 5 finish for Pigem. Making up the final 3-ball was Hugo Townsend, and he was looking to spoil the party in Cadiz. It was a faultless display from the Swede. This is 4th birdie of the day, and took him into a 1-shot lead, imparting the pressure on the Spaniards. 4 pars in a row for Pastor after that birdie at the 8th. He had a great chance on the par 5 13th, but a cruel lip out. Failed to convert. He just couldn't get anything going on Sunday. And in fact, he parred his final 10 holes. Plenty of waves out on the water on Sunday, and there were waves of birdies for Repetto Taylor. After his birdie on 11, he picked up another at 13. Produced this lovely approach into 14, and things were looking good for the 22-year-old. Mainly playing on the Alps Tour this year with the win coming in March, Repetto Taylor was smelling that winning feeling once again. He birdied 16 and then made this crucial birdie putt on the 71st hole to tie the lead. Amazing stuff from Repetto Taylor. And that lead was shared at this point with Hugo Townsend. Swede had bogeyed 15 and then made this error on 17. That was for par to drop another. He would also bogey the final hole to finish in a tie for 3rd. So it would be a 1-shot lead for Repetto Taylor going into the final hole. Just a par was needed for the Spaniard. Plenty of fans out in force watching the drama unfold, and he had this 20-foot putt for par for the title. An incredible finish from Rocco Repetto Taylor, and what a week for the 22-year-old Spaniard in just his 2nd HotelPlanner Tour event. He is the champion at the Challenge de Cadiz.
So a look at the final standings, and day 1 leader Quim Vidal's Sunday 68 helped him to a tie for 7th place. He was one of 4 home players to make the top 10, with Victor Pastor narrowly missing out to Rocco Repetto Taylor.
I was pretty nervous off the first tee, so I had a little rocky start with a couple bogeys there. And then slowly, like the putter was starting to flow a little bit. I felt I was close to making some putts. And then on the back 9, they just started dropping and making some birdies, so I was pretty happy.
And what's the plan now?
I have no idea. I was playing on Alps Tour, and I was focused on that for the rest of the season, so I have to talk to my coach and my parents and see kind of where we go from here. I'm very new. This is my first made cut on HotelPlanner Tour, so and my first win, so that's pretty cool.